Greetings, Minecrafters! Nonsanity here, and welcome to another episode of Avant 3 here on the FTOG server. I have been letting this stuff run, and a lot has been done. I think I've got all the materials I need for the induction matrix now. Time to start putting more stuff together. Let's get building. Okay, so actually I can go and mark all these now as green, because I now have everything I need. I did find I had a bug in my recipe program. It was the, I don't know if I mentioned this last episode or not, but it was the redstone, green, and steel. This one. All green. It had my iron way too high. I had double what I thought I needed. It was listing twice as much as I really needed, and so I've got plenty. Now I do not have these numbers in here anymore. Like I only have 3.3 million, which seems like not enough. But I have built all frozen. I have built all of these energy tabs, and they're now on these 64K storage disks. And more 64K, and then I've got a 1K, a 1K, a 4K. Let's reverse them. A 4K, a 1K, a 1K. So those should contain all of the energy tabs I need. Plus I've got a few in here, I think. Yeah, 406. Push me over the top. So I now have all the energy tabs I need to make my system. And I should have just dumped them back into here. It'll take a little while, but I'll wait for a bit. I'll do that later. So, right now, I'm going to start making these. The steel casings. Those 3 stacks of them, or two and a half stacks, plus what will be in all of these, will be enough to make all that I need. So the recipe for a steel casing, let's just go ahead and grab one for reference. I can hit R. It's 4 glass, 4 steel, and 1 osmium. So here's the 4 steel. Well, I'll just take a stack of steel, a stack of osmium, and a stack of glass. And what we're going to do, I'm holding this one piece of item conduit. I broke it off of here. This connected all these guys that were making the enriched alloy. Ooh, and I'm going to have like 42 stacks or so just sitting in those machines once I tear them down. And I'm going to, since I don't need any more of those for this project, I don't think. Pretty sure I don't. All I'm going to need to do is have 3 of these extraction ports and the builder here, the assembler, what was it called? Crafter. So let's teach it the recipe. Steel. Put that there. I'm going to take some. 4 glass. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 osmium. I'm going to apply that. I'm going to remember these. And now into these guys, I just put the item conduit in there temporarily. Otherwise, it seems to like passing, if you whitelist and it's empty, it shouldn't output anything. But it turns out it seems to output the thing you have the most of, which for me is redstone. So instead I cleared that out. And it will only put out the redstone. So if I cleared out this, so now it'll try and put the redstone out. There's nowhere for it to go. It's not going to try and put any of these other items in there. It only outputs the redstone. It's like it's got it jammed in there. So we'll teach it to get the glass. Pause there. Nothing's coming out. Oh, it's because I've got filters. So this will be glass. That should be filling up with glass now, yep. And this one will be steel. And that should be filling up with steel, yep. And then the osmium. And it doesn't have a filter, so it should just be putting the osmium in. Yep. Takes them out. It puts more in. Good. Take out these last 4 energy tablets. Oh, and forget remember. Ah, missed it. Nope, nope, nope. Stop, stop. Screwed it all up. Alright. Steel, steel. Forget. Steel. Steel. Alright. Remember that. I should remember that. Alright. Good. Now I can put these drives into this unit over here. And I guess into this one. That should start filling up. 26. Alright. There they go. And now I can turn it back on. And it's going as fast as it can with the maximum upgrades on these extraction tubes. I could probably switch to a different piping system to get some more speed, but actually that's probably not going to... Let's see how long it's going to take. Oh wait, nothing's in there. Or is it going to this one? It's going to this one. Yeah, maybe I can try switching to a different one. I thought these were pretty fast. Alright, we'll see how fast it goes. Let's try the ultimate logistical transporter. For that, I'm going to need a configurator. And while I'm working on it, I'm going to turn this off. So let's break these. And put down those. That looks good. And turn it back on. I don't think that's any faster. Might even be slower. I'm watching the number here, and it is dipping all the way down. Then it's going up to like in the 40s, and then it goes all the way down again. Which is sort of odd. Another option is to get back my interface. No, it's not in there. Do I have it in here? Relay. Nope. I thought I had an interface. Well, I can make one. Refine storage. Machine casing. Controller. Relay. Interface. There we go. Importer. Basic processor. Export. I'm sure I made one. I am sure I made one. That disappeared, and now it came back. And it's not in here. Maybe I put it on the next page accidentally? Nope. Alright, well, let me make one of those. And I'll be right back to try it out. Alright, got the interface. Let's plop it down there. And let's put a logistical transport. Oh, that's strange. Didn't connect. Is that just a configuration issue? No. Oh, I hate the fact that you can't break these easily. But with that you can. So the interface should be able to connect. But it doesn't. Maybe it just doesn't want to be on the top. Try it on the side. it connects to the cables, but it's not connecting to an item conduit. Very strange. Does it like these? Yes. Stranger still. So it likes these conduits, but it doesn't like logistical. Well, what if I were to max out this thing's speed? Does that go faster? Yeah, that's pretty fast. I think I'm also going to switch these back to the other cable, because I think it was doing better. Turn that off. And I need one more. So we want to put in upgrades. Extract. Hope, do I have more of the speed upgrades? I only have 2. Let's make a few more. Hopefully we've got the electrical steel. I made a lot of it, so I should. Yeah, okay, good. And then I can pop those into here and turn it on. Did I forget to turn one on? No glass is going in. Oh, yeah, probably this is not set to input. I think that goes a little faster. Either that or it's about the same. I wonder if I could use a... wonder if the... no. Yeah, this was faster than the input bus. So I guess we'll leave it like that and let it slowly start filling this up. Oh, it's not going there. It's going over here. So we've gotten 6,000 already. Toss that one in. Alright, so that's the next piece. Well, once those drives are full, I'll probably empty all these out and put them back into the system. Here, let me... do those stack? Those do not stack, really? Why would those not stack in here? I just fill up my inventory with crap. But I think they'll stack in here. Yep, they're stacked. They count as individual items no matter what, so that works. I took my calculator off of my offhand, and because I removed this guy, the qubit cell, out of my inventory while I was handling those energy cells. Otherwise, they would start charging up, and then they'd all be different charge levels, and they wouldn't stack properly. But they're all in here. I could make another one of these and start emptying them out into here. I have to decide how I'm going to do the final building. It'll probably be out of this. So yeah, this is an input here. So if I make a new refined storage controller, stick that there, temporarily take that down, and I'll just put it here. So I can put drives into here, they'll get output, they'll need to go into a storage. I'll take one of these with a temporary 1K. Where's the 1K? There it is. Pop that in. So now if I take one of these... Actually, I don't really need to do that. Or do I? I don't know if this will make it any faster or not. So I was thinking about doing the storage. No, I don't have one made. Storage. Bus. External storage. Make one of those. Slap it on there. So I go, don't want this. Let's grab one of these. Plug it in. Is it going down? Oh, come on. Oh, it doesn't see this thing as having any storage capacity. That's the one problem with easy storage. I love it. It's simple. Unfortunately, it's a little too simple in that you really can't hook anything to it from the outside and see how much it can contain or what it contains. Like this storage bus sees it as having 0 capacity because this block has 0 capacity, even though you can pump things into it. Be nice if it advertised its capacity as to whatever the remainder is in your storage. But it doesn't, so we'll have to do it a different way. So I'll have to go back to the other way I was going to do it before, which is a exporter on there like that, with a drive to temporarily take the storage. Actually, no, now I don't need this thing anymore. We can just put the drives with the energy cells in there and then teach this to export them. Oh, it has no power. Let me grab a power cable. Ultimate pressurized, universal. Yeah. Pop that down. There we go. Got power now. So we got the storage. I'm going to temporarily take that, stick it on here, so I can see the 64,000 energy tablets. Let's take one out and tell this thing to start exporting them. Is it going down? Yes, slowly, but we have speed upgrades. 4 of those. How fast is it going now? It's going to take a while to unload them all, but that's okay. We've got some time to kill. Let's get a whole bunch here and stick them in. And I guess I can take that one too. Toss them in there. There's a bunch, so that's going to start filling up in here. And it's going up. Good. And these guys are filling up. So, energy induction matrix. So we'll be making a lot of basic induction matrices, which are the tablets, the lithium, and a basic energy cube. And basic energy tube is tablets, redstone, iron, and the steel casings. So I'll be able to start churning these out. I can have my system tell me how many of these I'm going to need. But it's going to be a while before we can do that, until all the casings are made, and these are all inserted into the system. And, now I can't start piping these out right away because I'm using the number of drives and the capacity of the drives to determine how many it's going to make, so it doesn't make too many and waste my resources. That way I can walk away and it'll stop at the right time. Now this mod does have a device that will tell you how many are in the system. But in this case, I don't need it because the drives are the right amount of storage. I made just the right amount of drives. When they're full, it stops. This one doesn't have... this mod doesn't have any I/O for its contents. You can't put some sort of measuring stick on it that puts out a redstone when you've got a certain amount. Yeah, it can't do any of that because it's easy storage. If you wanted to get fancy, you'd use the more expensive stuff. That makes sense. I mean, one of these filled with 64K drives, like this one is, holds 512. That's how much one of these top-tier hyper storage boxes on for easy storage costs. Or contains. That's how much it can contain. And it costs, 2 nether stars, 4 blocks of diamond, 4 diamonds, 4 blocks of gold, 4 gold nuggets, 4 blocks of iron, some iron bars, some wood. So they're not horribly expensive, especially not with the nether star farm. But these do require a lot more to make all these drives, going through all this stuff. So it's more involved, if not more expensive. Because there's no nether stars needed in these creations. You don't need that many diamonds, I don't think. No, you don't. I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. I think it only takes 3 diamonds. 4 diamonds? Let's see. Refine storage. This guy. Okay, just 4 diamonds per storage. There's 8 storage, so yeah. This takes more diamonds and nether stars. Probably a lot more gold too. But this one does require all that machinery. So, it's a fair trade. And the density is equal. One of these full up and one of those full up, same density. So I will be switching over to refined storage because I will need to have more I/O into my system. Plus this can have its own internal crafting, which is not fast enough for my levels of crafting. But maybe I'll do the last few steps. I mean, once I get up to these guys, the induction cell, I only need a certain number of those, 16 by 16 by 16 minus a few. So that's a crafting recipe that the refined storage can do for me, because I don't need to make too many of them. And maybe these guys I could do, and a few other lower steps. But when you get down to the basic induction cell, I need far too many of those, so it would take too long. Using a tier 3 crafter, far better way to do it. So the farms are still off. I've got all the materials I need just to start crafting up everything and then putting it back into this system for now. So, I was turning all that redstone essence. It's funny that's still going. I had tons of redstone essence that I was making it faster than I was turning it into redstone. And the recipe to use this can either make 8 redstone or it can make 2 redstone ore. And with the redstone ore, we can use it here to make 12 redstone. So I'm getting 24 redstone for these 8 essence instead of just 8. If I turn it into the ore, which takes the stone, but that's okay, we had lots of stone extra, and run it over here into the enriching factory, which this thing is going really slow now. Did I not put any upgrades? What I have is a phantom face, and I've linked it to this guy over here. So anything that gets piped into the phantom face, which I'm doing from this extraction port, which has the redstone ore, and I was also doing all my diamond ore that way, through here, which has no upgrades. So let me speed that up. That's why it's still running. Speed, upgrade. Not those, these. Get a full 15. And pop them in here. That should now be filling this thing up. Really? Really? That means that this thing has a limit as to how fast it can take stuff. Oh, that sucks. I'm better off with a long long cable, which I can do, and I'm going to now. that I know how slow this is working. So that's been 2 days since I set it up, and it's still got 1 million redstone essence. That's slow. So instead, I'm going to connect it like that. I'm just going to go ahead and break that. Make this input. That's going to fill up. That's still slow. Oh, maybe that's as fast as it's making it. Why is it only doing 4 at a time? Which one of these? This one's providing it. Oh, it has no up. All right. Let's do it the fancy way again. I can show you how to set it up this time then. So let's put the phantom. Oh, I got one left. Phantom face down. I need the tool, which is this thing, the phantom connector. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to crouch. Crouch. No. Yeah. Come on, crouch. Right click that block. Come up here and right click that block. I guess I have to crouch right click. Yep. All right. So now it says it's connected to the Elite Smelting Factory at 1263-148, which is 8 blocks away. So now if I go and get some more upgrades, glad I made a lot of that electrical steel. That's what it's called, right? Electrical steel, yeah. No wonder everything is slow. Alright, you speed up. Much better. Much better. Yeah, look at that. Now it's filling up. That was the bottleneck. Always look for your bottlenecks. So I can put that away and those away. Good. That should eat through this much faster. Oh yeah, it's going down by 100 a second. And that means my storage will probably be going up, right? Well, it's probably still filling the machine. Not that I need that much redstone. But I might as well process it since I've got the essence. Alright, well, I will be back when either the cases are done. Wow, that's going pretty good. It's already 50% full. But this is just one of the 64Ks. There are 5 64Ks, 5 64Ks, 1 16, and 3 4s. What? Oh, that was interesting. Why that one was showing up there. And that just changed the priority. Oh, that was somehow one of them got locked in here so that it was only going to accept disk drives into these. Now that that's cleared, it's putting them in here instead of over here. I want this one to fill up first. Raise the number. All right. And these are emptying, but very, very slowly. I will probably have to... Let me get some stuff together. And I've got an idea. Be right back. Alright, let's give this a try. I tore it down, moved it over here. Doesn't have the power. Oh, I put it on the wrong piece. There we go. It's running low, it looks like. That's what that red must mean. Get some of these guys out. I know I don't need too much. One is probably enough. But I'll put a bunch in. Alright, so that's got power. Whoop. It's got the drives in it. Is it actually exporting anything? No. Yeah, because these aren't set. I need to tell it to export tablets. So So if I put a tablet in this one, nothing's going to happen still, because I have not hooked this phantom face up yet. Alright, that's good. But I will teach them all. I've already given them all speed upgrades. I had to make a bunch more, but that's okay with my automation. Easy enough to do. There we go. And I just need to hook them all together. There, they're all connected. They're all connected and they're ready to start sending things out. I just need to connect. Gotta hit this one first. This guy with this guy. There was a poof. Alright, and look at it go. Draining much faster now. I don't know, there's some back and forth there. We have a TPS issue? Oh, yeah, we do. Just me and Shaw. Alright, well that's causing some delays. That's why it's sort of ricketing back and forth. It's having to do things multiple times on my end, because the server's not keeping up. But that's okay. It's not because of this, is it? TPS. It's really high TPS. Put these back in. TPS. Still high. Okay, no, it must have been something else going on. Now it's going down smoothly. Look at that. Okay. With the occasional pause. Alright, well that's draining now. Much faster. It's all going into here, and I'm using every side. I saw the particles there. I'm using every side to speed this up as much as possible. Alright. And now we wait. Bang. We wait until everything is stored away. How are we doing for the redstone? Yeah, it's still going. I think we're going to wrap it up there because it's going to be a while before we're ready for the next step. This will be a slightly shorter episode. Slightly shorter. So, until next time... Oh. GarageBand keeps trying to download in the background, and then it tells me it failed to download. I'm not trying to download you, GarageBand. And you always interrupt me just as I'm getting ready to say goodbye. It wants to say hi. Hi, GarageBand. Should make my own music some point. And write a novel. For now, I'll just keep making Minecraft videos. Alright, this is Nonsanity signing out. Take care, be good, and see you next time.